Give the gift of self-love this holiday season and stay tuned for a massive self-pleasure toy giveaway with Bessa. What is a goddess? Am I qualified to be one? Can I even call myself that? How do I activate the goddess within? I am here to tell you that a goddess is anybody who steps into, honors, claims, and celebrates their feminine energy. This is not gender specific, and anybody can tap into their primal goddess power. In this video, I want to discuss a few ways in which I have honored my own goddess energy, and perhaps by the end of the video you will have learned something new or be inspired to unleash the unapologetic, wild, sacred, harmonious, creative goddess that is laying dormant inside of you. Trust me when I say that she is daring you to let her roam free. But first, a word from today's lovely sponsor, Bessa. Huge thank you to Bessa for sponsoring today's video. Bessa is a by women for women company that embraces sexual wellness. Bessa's sole mission is to empower everyone to explore, embrace, and celebrate their sexuality. Bessa's products and toys are a great way to tap into my goddess energy and reframe my sexual desires in a sacred way. It is a celebration of the body. There shouldn't be any shame around doing so. These toys that they sent me are incredible. They're so high quality. They sent me 2 different toys to explore, including the Pebble. It comes in this really discreet packaging. These toys are luxury. This is the Pebble. It is ergonomically built to perfectly fit into your hand. It has no annoying pattern modes, which I really appreciate. And the suction and vibration of this toy is controlled independently, which I love. They also sent me the Air Vibe, which is also in a very discreet case. It is waterproof and rechargeable. It just looks like this. This is the G-spot stimulator, and this is the clitoris stimulator. It's very silent when in use. If these toys sound interesting to you, I have some excellent news. My friends at Bessa and I are doing a massive sex toy giveaway. If you enter by clicking the link in my description, you will win something. Everyone is a winner with this giveaway. Whether you win an actual toy or a gift card, everyone will walk away a winner, and it will be a win for your sexual wellness. Again, click the link in my description to enter and start your radical self-love journey with Bessa. Thank you again to Bessa for all that they do for women and for supporting my YouTube channel. I made a video a while back in regards to my spiritual journey, and I encourage you all to go watch that video. But in that video, I touched on the fact that I had a purity ceremony at the ripe age of 10, and from that very young age I fostered a male-centric and male-centered view of my own feminine energy. At the age of 24, I am still healing this and reprogramming my brain to center back around my own spirit and all that entails. My curiosity, my desires, my creativity, and my emotions. Knocking male validation off of its shaky, unstable pedestal and severing my self-worth from the male point of view. Before I can embody goddess energy, I must first look at myself as valuable for inherently existing and not from external approval. By merely being born onto this planet and into this current reality, you have every right in the world to express feminine energy unabashedly. I was conditioned to see my own feminine energy centered around male points of view, centered around male pleasure, and my own energy was weaponized against me and demonized. It was considered less important, less sacred, less powerful, and something that could potentially damn me. The expectations placed on me during my formative years are now ghosts that haunt me in my adult life, and I know many of you can relate. One must be quiet. One must be proper. One must take care of everyone else before herself. One must keep the peace. One must be a mother and a whore. One must be a mediator. One must be everything and never complain and never be tired and never just be done with it. These subliminal messages can breed hypervigilance and anxiety and force many of us to take on this masculine ideology as a form to keep ourselves safe from the outside world. And many of us, ignore what we truly need and what we truly want. I've talked about that a few different times on this channel, and I always want to encourage you guys to pick yourselves, choose yourselves. Be a pick-me to yourself. Do you want to move on from this stuck energy? Me too. Here's how. To reclaim what is rightfully yours, you must first recognize your part in the collective and acknowledge that we are connected to everything. We are one with nature, and nature is so inherently feminine. Nature just is. It doesn't try to control. Wind blows without apology. Water flows without an I'm sorry. Fire burns fiercely, and earth nourishes. It creates at a slow and grounded pace. Stop apologizing for existing. Women are so used to saying I'm sorry, even if we have literally nothing to be sorry about. The conditioning of the patriarchy tells women not to take up too much space, and if you do take up space, make sure you acknowledge how much space you're taking up through a feeble I'm sorry. Why do we as women apologize for being here, for being human, when we are the very beings that create the very life that inhabits this planet? I've always had this theory that people fear the delicate strength of femininity, the power behind receiving, that they try to rewrite the narrative of what makes a woman. Define femininity in a way that makes you feel individually empowered. And remember that the way you express your feminine energy might differ from your neighbor. Your feminine energy is unique to you, and it's okay to be different. It's okay to live life differently than the people around you. An example that I like to use for this is the action of creation. Some women create art as a way to honor their feminine energy. I feel like I personally fit into that category. And some women have children and create life and embody goddess energy that way. Creation is crucial to the feminine. Create something. Create anything, and you are tapping into your feminine energy. It is important to acknowledge that we also all have masculine energy, and I think most of us are aware of that in trying to balance our yin and yang energies, yin being the feminine and yang being the masculine. It is important to nurture both, but a lot of women are neglecting the yin. They're not incorporating the yin energy the way we are meant to, the way we were designed to. In case you didn't know, I'm going to tell you what is rightfully yours as a person who holds feminine energy in their being. Your ability to nurture, your ability to create, your desires, your sexuality, your talents, your body, and your magic. Yes, women are magic embodied. Remain in flow to the best of your ability. Goddesses are in touch with their divinity, and they are in flow with the magic of the universe. Take a deep breath and say, I hold my magic within me. I trust the universe. I move at my own pace. There's no rush. There's nothing for me to chase. I simply receive and create and receive and create again. Some goddess energy practices for you all. Spend time next to a body of water. Is remaining in flow the hardest part for you? Is that the challenge you face with your feminine energy? For me, that's my own biggest challenge, is remaining in flow and trying not to control everything. You know, trying to be in control can give us a sense of false security, when really most of the time we're just creating more problems for ourselves by trying to control the universe and how it plays out. If remaining in flow is the hardest part for you, I really encourage you to go to the sea if you can, or go to a body of water. Go to the sea and watch as the ocean crashes on the shore. See how she does it. See how much space she takes up. See how little effort it takes. She does what she was created to do, and she doesn't care if she disturbs the sand or the people inhabiting her land. She simply is. Nature is our biggest teacher, and a body of water exudes feminine energy so truthfully that simply spending time in her energy can help you tap back into your own. Listen to your body by living by your menstrual cycle. All right, for my people with periods, learning about the different phases of your menstrual cycle can help you understand yourself and your emotions so much better, and be able to process and tap into your emotions in a healthy and productive way. Women are simply living so much differently in our life in this society than I think men even realize. Like, they don't realize that our energy levels differ so much from theirs. Our body is on a 28-day clock, and a male body is on a 24-hour clock. And the way our society was set up was to kind of cater to a man's energy levels, considering that the 9 to 5 40-hour work week is still in total effect in the western part of the hemisphere. You know, as a woman, it can be so hard because we are expected to morph into like how men live, and that's not how we are supposed to live. In summary, there are 4 seasons that women experience every month, much like the moon. We are constantly evolving and reflecting our energies back onto ourselves. Starting with the season I am currently in, winter/menstruation. Take this time to go inward, tap into your intuition, release what no longer serves as we release our blood, to meditate, rest, or even spend time with other women and surround yourself with other nurturing female energy. Every month during my period, I like to do a cacao ceremony to open up my heart chakra, to give thanks for the lessons I've learned in my previous cycle, and to open myself up to downloads that I can take into my next cycle. Cacao is also a natural antidepressant, so drinking it during this phase can help your winter be calm and as peaceful as it possibly can. Next season, one of my favorites is spring, aka the follicular phase. This is when our mood is boosted by our hormones, and this is such a good time to tap into that creative energy. If you've had creative ideas come up in the past cycle that you didn't take action on due to your energy levels, use your follicular phase to take action on all of those creative ideas to honor the feminine inside. This is the perfect time to start new projects, engage in physical exercise, make plans for the future. Definitely utilize your energy levels the best you can at this time to get all of the important things done. And then our body moves into summer, or our ovulation period. This is the time to tap into your sensual goddess energy, spend one-on-one time with your romantic partner, go on a few dates, or take yourself out on a date. Masturbation during this time is also a really great way to honor this season, to give yourself some self-love, listen to your body and what it is desiring. Ignoring your desires is a dishonor to your feminine spirit. If you feel any shame come up during this time, remember your affirmations and journal out all of your feelings. I actually really recommend journaling through all of your seasons so you can better gauge how you shift and evolve through each phase. Dancing is also excellent at this time to ground back into your body. I like to dance as a way to honor my female body and to celebrate my sensual energy. Dancing outdoors specifically is a great way to reconnect with nature. It also invites a bit of exposure therapy, which can be nerve-wracking because most people will stare at you, but the act of dancing anyways, dancing as if no one is watching, is a radical act of self-love and self-triumph. And the last season is autumn, the luteal phase. This tends to be my personal least favorite because I suffer from PMDD, unfortunately. So this time of month I am quite moody, quite weepy, short-tempered. My reality can become quite warped and I can suffer from some pretty dark thoughts. So I really try to practice self-compassion and love myself through every feeling, even the ones I would rather ignore because they are not as enjoyable. Feminine energy isn't as reserved as society makes it out to be. It's wild, it's intuitive, it's emotional, and that's such a beautiful thing. Sometimes I like to go out in the middle of the woods or in the middle of the forest and just scream it all out. Like, this is such a great practice to release any anxiety, anger, or stuck energy, but it also normalizes taking up space as a woman and can be a helpful way to utilize the throat chakra to be loud, like the rains or the winds of a hurricane. To close out this video, I just want to remind all of you to be gentle with yourself and nurture yourself the way a mother would hug yourself and tell yourself it's going to be okay. Tell yourself you're doing amazing, sweetie, like the Kris Jenner meme. Celebrate all that you have done for yourself. Allow yourself to receive the love that you deserve from the universe and from others. Give yourself the divine female power that is rightfully yours and you rightfully deserve to have it. I hope you learned something new today, and remember that it's okay to take this goddess energy healing one baby step at a time. There is no rush and your journey is unique to you. Don't critique your path. Don't compare your path to someone else's or to my path. Just keep persevering and keep choosing yourself. I love you. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. Please subscribe if you want to see more content from me. I would greatly appreciate it. If you have any tips and tricks on tapping into your wild goddess primal energy, please leave it in the comments below. I would greatly appreciate it. I love reading your comments. I will see you guys next week. Bye!